Let me just check that one up quickly.
Hi, Ziza, isn't the assignment between 2018?
Yes, the 2018 assignment.
Yeah, not questions. Assignment, not exams.
Assignment. Assignment.
Is it a first semester, second semester?
First semester. Let me just share
Assignment
the test stuff
1
here.
or 2?
2018.
Assignment 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Is
hopefully
the paper in the
everybody
group,
did it.
guys?
Okay, I'm just gonna share quickly. I hope you got your own version because it's a terrible version, yeah. But everybody got their copy and their answers, obviously, yeah.
I have mine.
Yes, we do, Aziza. Thank you.
Okay, let's start. Which ledger account will be debited and which ledger account will be credited in the accounting record of Weiner and company attorneys when a new computer is purchased on the credit side for 21,000? So what did you people think is the correct answer there?
I had
I said
minus
2.
2.
Yeah.
Did everybody get 2? Anybody
No, I
get
got that
anything
one
else?
wrong. I said 5. Because I was in the impression it's the bank.
I missed the first 3 questions. I'll start on 5.
You see, you're getting confused with trade receivables. Trade receivables mean you're a debtor. Trade payables means it's a liability. So that's where you're getting confused. So don't make that mistake now again. For those people that chose 5. Vincent, you were sending me a WhatsApp message to ask if I'm okay, and I'm like wondering why is nobody in my classroom? So funny.
No, because we were here, all of us, and we were not hearing from you.
And I was waiting and it said no students are joining. I don't know what went wrong. But anyway, sorry about that. I was waiting for everybody. I thought this is strange. Okay, number 2. So we all know now why we're going to choose 2 and not 5. Okay? Can we move on to the next one?
Yes.
Martin, attorneys charged Mr. Pillay a fee of 4.8 for a divorce case and 900 Rand collection commission for collecting 9,000 from her husband for maintenance. Okay, what option do you have there?
I went with 1 for this one. The easiest one for me to look at was the fees account.
Yeah, I also had 1.
Okay, everybody choose 1. Was there people that didn't choose 1?
Me, I'll join you on question 5 because my paper's cut out. I only got from question 5 to the rest.
Okay, so number 2 was number 1, eh? Okay, number 3. Which of the following statements relating to VAT is correct?
No, it says incorrect. Which one relating to that
Sorry,
is incorrect?
It's incorrect, okay?
It's 2. You can't claim VAT on motor vehicles.
A VAT paid on a motor vehicle purchase on credit is input VAT. It is input VAT. That's correct.
Yeah, isn't it you can claim on motor vehicles except if it's a sedan or luxury vehicle? Or when is that?
VAT paid on motor vehicles purchased on credit is input VAT. They say VAT paid on motor vehicles is input VAT. They don't say if you can claim on it. They say VAT paid on a motor vehicle purchase on credit is input VAT.
Is that number 4 the answer?
Number 3. Number 3 is number 4.
Yeah, I also got 4.
Yeah.
I also have 4. Number 4 is the answer there.
Yeah, number 4 is correct.
Okay.
Okay, number 4. Yeah. Number 4, which one of the following transactions would increase, decrease accounts in the general ledger of Malachi's attorneys? Which one of the following transactions would increase, decrease the accounts in the general ledger of Malachi? I don't know if I'm missing because there's a space here between mine. Something wrong with it.
Yeah, it says would increase and decrease the asset accounts in the general ledger.
Okay.
That's the question.
Okay. Okay. So what did you choose there?
I chose 1 because your money, your bank would go down, which is an asset, and your stationery would increase.
Who am I speaking to now?
I also chose that.
It's Bernice van der Merwe.
Oh, okay, you knew. Okay. No, you're wrong. Anybody else?
Oh.
Anybody else with any other option?
Aziza, firstly, I didn't really understand that question. Is it for each one or is it only for number 1?
No, you must choose one of it. That fits that description. Which one of the following increase and decrease the asset account in the general ledger? So wouldn't it be number 5? Because a check drawn to pay municipality as a deposit for water and electricity. Come speak to me.
Why does it increase and decrease the asset? Why specifically
Remember,
that one? Because this question threw me off.
Remember, I say as a deposit for water and electricity. A deposit is an asset.
Yeah, cash. Yeah.
You see, you need to read this stuff very carefully. Is everybody with me? So the deposit would be the asset, and your bank would be your asset as well. Vincent, you got me there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, number 5. Most attorneys issued an invoice to a client to the amount of 48,000 inclusive of VAT. Which option represents the amount that should be credited to the VAT control account in the general ledger of Mosman's attorneys, assuming VAT is 14%?
Number 2.
Anybody else?
I said 4 because they're talking specifically to the VAT.
Yeah, I also said 4.
Yes. Who's asking me is this the correct link? There's something wrong with this link tonight, man. There's more people that can't get into this thing. So I wasn't the only fool sitting in the wrong class in the wrong link.
Aziza, sorry, number 5. Do you just mind explaining that one, please?
Okay, the lady who got it right, number 4.
It's number 4.
Do you want to explain the 48,000? Number 5, sorry, number 5.
You basically just had to work out the VAT on that 48,000 rand. So the 14%, what is the 14% of that 48,000 rand?
Yes.
So 48,000 divided by 1.14 equals X amount, and then you minus it from the 48,000 to get the 5894.
Divide by 1.14.
Okay, so there I went wrong because I only divided by the 1.14. I didn't subtract it.
You see, if you're dividing it by the 1.14, you're getting the one leg of the transaction. I think it will probably be the 42,000 or what is it, the 40 whatever thousand. But you're getting the one leg of the transaction. But then you must still subtract it to get the VAT version. Remember, it was 2 entries to the 2 sides to the entry.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
I'm not happy.
Sorry, Aziza, can you? Hello?
Yes,
Aziza, can you please repeat number 4's answer for me, please?
Number 4.
Yes.
Number 4 was option number 5. A check drawn to the municipality's deposit.
Thank you.
So that was the last option.
Excuse me,
Number
guys.
6. Yes.
Sorry, Aziza, does anyone have the 2018 assignment paper? Is it in the group? Because I'm looking for it. I can't find it. I'm struggling to participate.
It is under files on Teams and it is under in the group. It was posted Saturday in the group. But
Okay,
we have
thank
to
you.
scroll way up now. Okay, number 6. Which one of the following statements is? There's something wrong with this file, so you just need to correct me. There's stuff missing here. Which one of the following statements is? A posting to the debit side of the ledger account will always have the following effect on the ledger account indicated below. An increase in the balance of the liability account. Okay, what options did you choose for number 6? Hello? Can you people see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, is that question correct? The same like yours. Which one of the following
Yes, the
is? Okay, so what option did you choose for number 6?
I left that one out. I honestly have no idea.
A posting to the debit side of the ledger will always have the following effect on the ledger account indicated below. A decrease in the amount of income account. It cannot be an increase in the liability account because an increase in liability account will be on the credit side. A decrease in an expense account will be on the debit side. Right? A decrease in the balance of the owner's drawings account. A decrease in the amount of an income account. Number 6 is number 4. A posting to the debit side of the ledger will always have the following effect on the ledger account indicated below. Okay, so it's number 4. Yes.
On the VAT,
Yes.
because I also did one transaction. Sorry for taking you back. We are supposed to subtract what? Because I know I did 48,000 divided by 1.14.
And
That's why I got option 2. But you say that is one leg of the transaction. What are you supposed to subtract again?
So then you minus 48,000 to get that 5,000 something.
I remember that pattern.
You will be
It's fine now. Let's go ahead, but just I'm confused there.
Okay. You just go back to the VAT. Well, I'll explain it to you. I'll send you an email later.
Okay,
on the
thanks.
VAT. Okay, just remind me to explain that on the group. Okay. Number 7, which one of the following statements does not form part of a set of financial statements in the term of the conceptual financial framework?
5.
Which part
I
of the
chose
following?
5.
Yeah, number 75.
So I scratched my head there a million times.
Okay, number 8. The following are some of the theoretical principles that all general financial statements must be based on. What do you people have there?
I got 4.
4, Aziza.
It's 4.
That's correct. It's A and
F.
And F.
Yeah, relevant and faithful representation. Okay. Number 9. Which of the following statements is? What is there another thing after is?
It says
Is it
incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there's something wrong with my adult here. That's why I can't read all the files.
Actually,
Which of the following statements? Okay, which of the following statements is incorrect, as you say? What did you choose there?
I said 2.
Same.
Everybody says 2.
Yes.
Okay, that's correct. Number 10. A comparison of the bank statement of P. Muku's law practice as of 31 August 2017 with the business cash journal for the month in 31 August revealed that the client has deposited an amount of 6,500 directly into the business bank account on 30 August. The accounting procedure in the accounting records of P. Muku, whatever his name is, when preparing the bank recon statement is as follows. So what did you people choose by number 10?
I think it's 3. I'm not sure.
I went with 1.
I also chose 3.
Why did you go with 1? There is nothing outstanding.
Sorry?
That is not an outstanding deposit. They're saying there a comparison of the bank statement of whoever's law practice with the business cash journal for the month ended 31 revealed that the client deposited 65 directly into the business bank account. The accounting procedure is as follows. So that money is not an outstanding deposit, it goes into your cash and receipts journal. So number 3 is correct. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody got number 11. Number 11, on comparing the cash receipts and cash payment journal with a bank statement of Indo attorney for June 27, you ascertain the following. A check for 3,900 made to a client. You know, what is this, T. Tyler? Has not been presented to the bank for payment. The accounting procedure in the accounting records of Indo attorneys when preparing the bank reconciliation statement is the following. Okay, so what did you people get there?
I think it's 4, Aziza.
It's 4.
I also had 4.
Everybody gets 4.
I got 3.
3. Yeah. You have to debit the bank reconciliation statement with an outstanding check of 39. You see, on comparing the cash receipt and cash payments with the statement, you ascertain the following. A check made out by to a client, the check for 3,000 had not been presented to the bank. So it is that one that we normally debit in our bank recon as outstanding checks. Okay. So it's number 3. Number 12. Yes. Yes.
Number 4 isn't it it's the same statement. It also
No, it's
says
not. They're saying with an outstanding deposit. You see, number 3 says an outstanding check. You see, this is the thing with multiple choice. You need to read the stuff properly. Outstanding check, outstanding deposit.
And what I picked up with this one also is to do with a lot of understanding the question. It's not straightforward.
Okay, number 12, the following entries were recorded in the business cash payments journal of Bow and Cooper. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Right? Which option represents the posting of the above transaction in the general ledger account of Bow and Cooper? What did you people do there?
I said 3. I said 3.
Yeah, 3 is correct. You're going to debit your water and electricity account with 650. You're going to debit your office rent. You're going to debit your sheriff's account with 175, and you're going to credit your business bank account. Okay. Was that Renette? Was that Renette that answered? No, is his name Renette?
My name is Zalmarie.
Oh, Zalmarie.
Yeah.
Okay. You never talk, eh?
No, I'm a quiet one. I'm too scared to say
Today you're
anything.
rocking. Today you're rocking. What was the number
Yeah.
for number 12? Somebody asked now in the group, what is the number for number 12? It's number 3.
3.
Okay. Okay. The following entries were recorded in the Trust Cash Payments Journal of Bell and Cooper. Okay. So what option did you take by number 3?
I got 1.
I also said 1 with
One
a
is
question
correct.
mark. Because
I said
okay.
one, Aziza.
One is correct. You can debit the creditors control. Okay. For the 21,000, and you're gonna credit your trust bank account with the 21,000. Okay. So it's number 1. What was that number? 13. Number 14. Number 14. Which journals will be affected by the above transactions? So
I
which
chose 1
journals
for this
did you
one as
choose
well.
there?
I think 1 is right.
But was it dates there? Wasn't it dates there?
Yeah, the dates on
What
top
dates
with each transaction.
Yes, but what? Okay, I don't understand now. Is there something
Yeah,
missing
it
here by
said
number 14? Which journal?
Yeah, they
It gives
just
you a
said
list on 14, and then you need to choose from the top and figure out which journals was in that they used for like those transactions.
But is this question wrong? Is it incomplete? Was there something else written here?
No, the question is a follow-up from the above statement.
Yeah,
Because it
yours
says,
does show it.
yeah, because the first question is applicable to 214 and 15.
Anyway, I'm lost with this one. But number 14 is the correct answer. With number 14 is option 4, which is the general journal, the fees journal, the business and cash receipts journal, the business and trust journal payment. So on the 3rd of October, right, it would go into the trust cash receipts journal. On the 5th, 25th, and the 30th of October, it will go into the business cash payments journal. On the 13th and the 15th, it will go into the fees journal. The 21 and 28, okay, arrears and on credit, that will go in your general journal. On the 31st, it will go into your cash receipts journal. On the 31 October, it will go into your payments journal, trust cash payments journal. On the 31 of October, it will go into your transfer journal. Okay, so the correct option by number 4 is number 4. General journal, fees journal, business and trust cash receipts journal, and trust cash payments journal. Okay.
Trust cash receipt. So number 14 is 4.
Yes. And this one also looks like there's something wrong with this question. Which of the following entries are? What is the end of the sentence?
Correct in the subsidiary. Yeah.
Okay, correct in the subsidiary journal. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why my adult done that now. Okay, so 15 is option number 3.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, option number
Yes.
3. So how many people passed? How many people got 50% for this?
Aziza, I got 9 right.
I got
Okay,
11.
that's good. Oh, that's better.
I got 11.
And I'm on 7.
Yeah.
How much did you get?
That doesn't sound comforting.
That came out totally wrong. Sorry.
So how much did some people have got nothing right? The clue is to be honest, no? I just want to make a phone call quickly to the coordinator because it looks like there's a lot of people locked out of the system. Just give me 1 second, please.
Guys, can someone give me number 10's answer, please?
It's
It's
3.
number 3.
3.
Thank you.
Did we have to do both assignments or just the one?
I did all 4 assignments for 2018, so I'm not sure.
You have to do all the assignments, everything finished.
Today.
Okay.
Aye, Bronwyn.
I only did the first two.
I did too myself. But is it? I wonder if the exams are going to be in this kind of format.
I mean, the exam
Yes.
is only an hour long, so I think it probably is.
Yeah, but if it's less calculation, I'll take this any day.
I hope they
true.
give us repeat questions. To be honest.
Can someone give me the answers to questions 1 and 2, please?
Answer 1 is 2 and answer 2 is 1.
Can somebody just give
Thank
me
you.
just answers, please? Question 4, please, man.
Number 5.
Number 5. Now, question 4.
Yeah, number 4 is 5. Yeah, question 4 is number 5.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Guys, does anybody know if UNISA is fine now with online platforms? Last time I heard it was problematic.
I think it's working.
Are we in the clear now?
Yeah. I couldn't get in yesterday, but it cleared up last night.
So we are still writing on Monday, right?
I
So
hope
far,
so.
yeah.
Okay. I tried.
Sorry, I was on mute now the whole time. Okay, so now we're on to second semester, first semester, assignment 2 of 2018. Okay, so if you can just help me out with this bad version. Which one of the following statements is
Incorrect.
incorrect? Okay, a client's trust money can be used to pay an advocate fees for his services. A client money can be transferred to the attorney's business bank account for a refund of payment made from the business bank account on behalf of the client. A client's trust money can be transferred to the business bank account for the payment of the rates and taxes on a property transaction. A client's money can be transferred to the business bank account for the payment of the attorney's fees. A client's trust money can be used to pay pro forma invoices, debit notes issued by the attorney for his services to be rendered.
I got with 5 for that one.
Anybody else?
I took 3.
You guess, Vincent.
Sorry?
Did you guess?
I think, yeah, because of the rates and taxes, but now when I see that can be transferred, but no.
It's number 5. The women are rocking tonight, eh? So a client's trust money can be used to pay the pro forma invoice debit note issued by the attorney for his services to be rendered.
Can it be used? It can be used.
The correct option is 5.
But which means that money, the client's money can be used for those purposes.
Yeah.
But the question says which one is incorrect.
Just listen here. A pro forma invoice only gives an indication on the fee that will be charged by the attorney once the obligation to his client is met in full. Only then can a proper invoice note. Just hold on quickly, man. I'm rather going to get out my own another copy. I can't work like this with a half a copy.
So,
Aziza, where did you get that answer? Please, where in the book is that?
I don't know.
Aziza?
Just hold on quickly. Maybe first just get this out first. That's correct. 101. Because this is making me confused now. I need to read something. Okay. A client, which of the following statements is incorrect? A client's trust money can be used to pay pro forma invoice debit notes issued by the attorney for his services to be rendered. That is incorrect. That is somewhere in your theory.
And number 3, if you read it, is it a
client's trust money can be transferred to the business bank account for the payment of rates and taxes on a property transaction. You see,
so
on the property transaction is the word here. So that makes it correct. It's not rates and taxes for him for the practice. You see,
why I didn't speak to you before I started writing?
No, the idea is not to speak to me before you write.
Thank you.
Okay.
Aziza?
Yes.
Do you know where in the book that is? Because I was very confused with this question because all of them looks like they're correct, but obviously only the last one was correct.
Even me, I use general knowledge.
Okay, look at the first one. A client's trust money can be used to pay advocate fees for services rendered. Yes. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, all of them looks like they could be correct, but they're looking for the incorrect answers or the incorrect one. And that's what I'm saying. All of them looks like they could be, the correct answers. I didn't know it was 5. So I'm wondering where in the book does it say that you cannot use the money to pay a pro forma invoice?
I might have a solution for that. It's on page 110, right on the introduction.
Okay, I'll quickly go have a look.
It says only a practitioner can only levy fees once his obligation to the client is met in full. So he can't levy fees before the service.
Okay, great. Thank you.
But I couldn't make sense of it.
Okay. The following balances, before the attorney's fees were posted to the client and trust creditors ledgers relate to Lamini attorneys on the 30th of November. Right? So, what will the total amount be transferred to the business bank account from the trust bank relates to the fees on the 30th of November.
2.
What do you people have?
2.
Everybody gets 2. Okay. The 3,000 rand. What is the story with the 3,000 rand? I think there's a mistake in this 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, I think should be 10,000 rand. Because the 3,000 rand, right? The amount 3,000 rand is the amount transferred cannot be more than the debit balance on the client's account, right? You look in the transfer column. Okay. Okay. Then Mr. Boy. Okay. The 8,000 rand, the amount transferred is limited to the amount available to the client's trust creditors account. So that's 8,000. Yep. Then they say the amount is of 10 of the 1,000 rand, right? In the trust creditors ledger is transferred in the opposite direction to the business bank account, because the trust bank account as the trust creditors account may never have a debit balance. So you're going to say 3 plus 8 minus 1 is 10,000. So number 5 should have been 10,000 and not 18,000. I think there's a typo error there. Everybody with me?
Not me.
You're not with me. That's 3,000 rand here, right? You see
Yes,
the 3,000 here.
The attorney's fee.
Mr. Zulu. Yeah. Now that amount transferred cannot be more than the debit balance on the client's ledger. So we take out 3,000 rand. This amount here, the 8 and the 10,000 rand, right? The amount is limited to the amount available to the trust creditor.
Yes.
You can't transfer 8, you have to transfer 8. You can't transfer 10, you have to transfer 8. So 3 plus 8 is 11,000, right? But this 1,000, you can't have a debit balance. So you say 3 plus 8 is 11 minus 1 is 10. So number 5, this should have been a 10,000 rand here. That was a mistake.
Hi, Aziza.
Yes.
The updated version under the files, it says it's 10,000 for option number 5.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I've got the old version.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now, so the option is number 5, it's 10,000. With me? Can I move on?
I'm just struggling to understand. I understand that we can't transfer anything for Mr. Kanyisa because he has a debit balance, but why do we have to subtract that 1,000 from the other 2 clients' balances that have positive balances?
Because you're doing the balances for the business. What will the total amount be transferred from the business bank account to the trust bank? So they want the net amount. Okay.
Okay.
The next one, the following balances were obtained from the accounting records of the attorney's practice XYZ Incorporated on the 30th of March. Okay, so they gave us those balances. The following transactions took place on the 31st of March, right? The services to M. Chetty and Singh were successfully completed on the 30th of March. What will the total amount be that will be transferred from the trust bank account to the business bank account on 31 March? What did you people give? And number 3.
Number 4.
Yeah. So tell us how you got number 4.
Just might check the calculations. It's Elsing works out on a 9,000. Chetty works out on 11,000 that can be transferred and Sing the 9,000. Together it's
Yeah, bro.
20,000.
Okay. The gentleman just explained to us now. So you're going to choose the 20,000, which is option number 4. If you're getting this wrong, you have to view the other years.
Sorry, can you explain that again? How did you get 11? Yeah, please explain that one again to me. Sorry, I'm not getting it. Please.
The 11,000 is going to transfer from Chetty. Okay? From the client account. Right? And Elsing is going to transfer the 9,000 from Elsing on the trust creditor. So therefore 20,000 Rand is going to be transferred to the business bank account.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Number 4, which one of the following options with regard to trust investments is a requirement of Section 78(2)(a) of the Attorneys Act? Anybody got that answer?
It's option 4, but if I'm not mistaken, section 78, we don't have to learn for the exam.
Yes. I got it as option 2. The funds can be invested in a savings account or any other interest-bearing account.
Yeah, sorry, that's correct.
2. Okay. Yes, we don't need to know that. Okay. What number is that? Number 5. Which of the following statements is correct? Okay, what option did you get there by number 5?
4.
I said 4.
Did everybody get 4? Okay, 4 is incorrect. Okay. The following interest earned on the trust account in terms of the legal practice, Act 28 of 2014 must be paid over to the attorney's fidelity fund by the law practitioner. What would
I said
you
4.
choose?
I got 4.
AB plus 5%.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody get that?
Yeah.
Okay. The following information obtained from the accounting records of Thompson Attorneys. On the 1st of April, Mr. X. Zurich, a client of the practice, handed a check to the amount of 100,000 to Mr. M. Thompson and requested him to invest money in a fixed deposit at ABC Bank in terms of Section 78.2a of the Attorneys Act. The money was kept in a trust to the benefit of Mr. Zurich to be used by him to purchase a business. On 31 July 2017, Mr. X. Zurich requested that the investment be withdrawn and 100,000 be paid to Mr. Sequel, the seller of the business. Thompson Attorneys Incorporated received 104,000 from ABC Bank. So what should the accounting entry be? General ledger, Thompson Attorneys account for 100,000 investment on the 1st of April. So what do you people have there?
I got 2.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
I don't think so.
Number
You're going
3.
to debit your trust bank. Remember the money. It's
4.
number 3 here. You're gonna no number 3. Number 3. You're gonna have to debit your trust bank and credit your trust bank account. No, wait, this is wrong. Oh yes, right. debit your trust bank account, credit
Your cash control. No.
trust creditors. Yes. Sorry. Credit your trust creditors. Then you have to debit your trust creditors control account with 100,000 and credit your trust bank account. Very image like I explained to you always. Now, people, the only one gentleman who got it right.
Aziza, is it debited through the trust bank account because it first has to go into the back to the trust bank account before it can go to your creditor?
You have to debit your trust bank account, no? And when you debit the contra account is your trust creditors. Right? But the same will happen when you debit your trust creditors control, you will then credit your trust bank account for that 100,000. That's what you will find in your cash receipts and your cash payment journal.
Because would that be an easier way to remember it, that you must first remember it must first go to the bank before it can go to your client?
Yes, always through the trust bank account. And then you raise your liability, your creditors, which is the same person.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? So all other options was wrong. What will the journal entry number 8 in the accounting records of Thompson Attorneys be to account for the interest received from ABC Bank on the Section 78 Capital A investment of Mr. X During on 31 July? So what would the entries be? What did you choose? What did you people choose?
I chose 3.
3 is 100% correct because you're going to debit your 78 to A capital A investment, credit your trust creditor, which is the for the 4,000. Okay? You cannot debit your interest received. You don't because the money isn't it goes to trust creditor. Okay. Number 9. What should the accounting entry in the general ledger of Thompson Attorneys Incorporated be to account for the payment of C. Crawford? What did you people choose there?
Is it not 2? Because then the money is now flowing out the business bank account and into the creditor's account?
Anybody else?
Oh, wait, wrong. Business bank account of trust.
Exactly. You're going to debit your trust creditor's control account and credit your trust bank account. So the option is number 4. So payment from a third party can only be done from the trust bank account and not directly from the investment account. Okay. So that's what you were actually doing there. You were paying it out of the Section 78 account, and that can't be. Okay. Everybody with me on that? Why everybody's quiet now with the comes now to this part?
Yeah, the second semester is a lot more difficult than the first semester's questions.
Yes, it is, because the first semester was not just most basically the easy stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, somebody wanted to ask me something now? Okay, nobody. So number 9 is 4. You have to debit your trust creditors control account and credit your trust bank account to get that money out. Okay. Number 10, which one of the following options best describe what an instructed attorney correspondence is? Okay, what do you people choose?
I said 3.
Any other options? Any other answers?
I agree with 3.
3. Okay, 3 is correct. Number 12, right?
11.
Mr. Mabas, I'm 11, sorry. Mr. Mabas from MNB Attorneys in Swani instructed Mr. Patel from Patel Attorneys in what is this mean? To recover 7,000. The name. To recover 7,000 from Mr. Murapu on behalf of his client, Mrs. Murapu, for maintenance as per the court's instruction in the divorce case. Okay. Patel attorneys collected 7,000 from Mr. Murapu and paid the sheriff Murapu and paid the sheriff 250. The practice levied the fees, the following fees: receiving 200, issuing 800, collection 700. What will the allowance be that Mr. Mabasu is entitled to?
I said 2.
So what is
I also said 2.
Yeah, 2 is correct. Yes. Want to explain how did you get the 2?
I used the 3 things: the receiving of instruction, issuing summons, and collecting commission. You add them up and divide by 3.
That's 100%. Okay, number 12. What is the amount of collection commission that an attorney is entitled to if 30,000 was collected by him once off? Choose the following options.
I said 5.
Same.
Yes. Remember, it's limited to 1,000. Number 13. The following information was obtained from the accounting records of Mr. Miller. On 1 February 2018, Miller attorneys was instructed by Hine attorneys to register a company capital limited for Mr. H. What is that? H. On 21st of February, the company was registered and Mr. Miller levied the following fees: registration 3,200 and correspondence 100. Which entries must be made in the ledger of Miller to account for the above transaction? So what would you choose here? What did you people choose?
Isn't that one?
Are you guessing multiple choice? You mustn't be guessing.
No, because like debit the client's contra account and it creates the fees.
Salmari, what do you say?
No, I left that one out.
The same.
Okay.
Number 5.
So okay, there we have a winner. He's going to explain.
Yeah, in the
got
general ledger, you debit the client's control with 3,300. Just want to go down there for.
Yes.
Just want to, sorry, I just lost my place. It's because of the 3,200 plus the 100 gives me the 3,300.
Lisa, you still there?
Yes, yes.
And then the 1,100 is basically the fee divided the 3,300 divided by a third.
Yes.
The client's ledger, you're going to debit Heine attorneys again with 3,300. And you're going to credit Heine attorney's account with 1,100.
Okay, so it's option number 5. Okay, number 14. The following statement was issued by Atlantic on the 31st of January 2018. Right, so they gave us that whole statement there. Which of the following options will correctly reflect in the client's account in the client's ledger of the instructed attorney's accounting record? And make sure that you know that you're dealing with an instructed attorney. Okay? So what option will you choose there? Sorry to
I
transfer
said
the mic.
3.
Here go. So explain, why did you take 3?
Did you get me to?
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. My apologies. I was fighting my son.
Oh, okay. Let me just go back to the question. Okay. It's option number 3. Okay. So you got the 200 rand. You're going to debit your 200 rand from the sheriff fees. You're going to debit your Pacific account with 1,500 rand and credit your fees account. You're going to credit your third of the share of 500 rand, which was given in the statement. You're going to debit your fees account, and the transfer is the 1,200. All right there.
So the option
Remember
is
that number 3. Remember, this is the instructed attorney. So that's why the sheriff, the fees, all that stuff will be included. Okay. So option number 3. Number 15. The following information was obtained from the accounting records of Snyman attorneys. Mr. Snyman from Snyman attorneys received an instruction from Mr. De Jager attorney to act on his behalf in a third party of one of his clients, Mr. White. The following expenses were incurred and levied by De Jager regarding the fees. Okay. So let's just go up here. Okay, so you have the acquisition police report of 160. You have advocate fees of 500, fees for receiving instruction, and 500 fees for representing. What amount of VAT we should levied by Snyman attorneys? Choose what option is that? The correct option. What option did you choose by number 15? Hello? Boss also now. What option did you choose?
we are working.
You're working. Anybody have an option there?
I literally just guessed, to be honest, and I chose 5. But I'm not sure if that's correct.
No, it's not. You choose the 500 rand, right? Which is the fee for receiving instruction. Then your fee for representation is 2,000. So 2,500 times 14 divided by 100 which was 350. And that's how you got the 350.
Okay, so you wouldn't choose the 160 because that's like a direct disbursement, like it's not a fee for anything, right? Or how? Why would you only choose the 500 and the 2,000 rand?
The
To work
acquisition
out
of
the
a
VAT?
fully sport.
Is it
I'll
because
tell
that's a
you
direct
now.
disbursement? It's not like it's not a fee. It's a fee that you have to pay directly to the police, or is
Yes,
that the
yes,
reason? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
That is also that you can't levy. I think that's in the Income Tax Act also that you can't levy VAT on the acquisition and police report.
Okay.
So our option is
The 350. Okay. So advocate fees as well. You can't levy it. You can't levy VAT on that. So on these two you can. The 500 and the 2,500. Okay. Listen, I think how many people got more than 12 out of 15 for this? Are you counting up or are you nobody?
What was number 15's answer, Ziza?
Number 3, option number 3.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did anybody get more than 12 out of 15? Anybody get more than 10 out of 15? Anybody get more than 8 out of 15? Are you people talking to me?
I got
Anybody
7.
get 7 out of 15? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's still not 7.5 would have passed.
Mm.
Okay, anybody get lower than 7?
got 5.
5. Okay. I think that a lot of this is your theory or your understanding. And another thing is the MCQs jump around, and so it takes a lot of your time, the thinking process. Like now, one question is instructed attorney, the next question is instructing attorney, and your head has to go 2 ways, you know. Okay. Can we take like a 2-minute or 5-minute break? It's now 19. Can we get back at 25 past 6? I just need to take a 5-minute break.
Okay, thank you,
Or
Aziza.
2-minute break. I'll be back now.
Guys, hello. I got kicked out a few minutes ago. Can anyone help me with the question 15? What was the answer? The assignment 2?
3.
Number 3. Okay, thank you. Are we on assignment 3 now?
We just finished assignment 2 of our semester 1, 2018.
Okay, thank you.
Just wait.
Guys, I need help here because I thought I had mastered to work out of that, but it looks like my question here on this one, especially question 15, when I get 2,500 divide by 1.15, I get more. Or is this working on 1.14? It's old VAT. Is it at 14%?
Guys, what is that sound?
Hi, I think that is Aziza's mic. She has a bit of a problem with it. I'll send her WhatsApp now.
I hear you, Claudine.
Oh, you there? Is Melissa
Yes.
here?
No, Melissa's writing exams, I think.
Oh, is she writing today? Okay.
Yeah, Melissa's writing. Okay, let's continue. Assignment 2 of second semester. The difficult one.
Second semester, yes, I tried that one.
Okay. Did you try that one, Vincent?
I tried, I think, 2 numbers.
And that is on page 49.
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody back? Back from the body break.
Sorry, Aziza, are we doing assignment 2 now for the second
Yes,
semester?
the second assignment.
When
for
did
the
we do
second
assignment
semester.
1? I don't
We
know if I
didn't
missed
do it
that.
yet. Yeah, no, we
Okay.
didn't do it yet. Okay, let's do assignment 2 of 2018. Okay?
2018, 2019, 2020.
And it's on page 48. What is going? It's not mine, Mike, eh? Please explain question 3. Somebody asked me now to please explain question 3. Question 3 of which? Okay, send me the person who sent me on the WhatsApp now to continue to explain question 3. Send me back a question 3 of what, and then I'll email you after this, after the class. Okay. Because I closed that file now. Okay. All right. Why is it mic? Let me just mute everybody's mics now. You're gonna have to mark the sound here of a mic. Did everybody put their student number in? Okay. I've muted now. So it's not me. Okay, just press your button if you want to speak to me. Okay, which of the following statement is correct? Okay, the trust balance should be equal to or greater than the total of the list on the balances of the client's account. Which options did you get there? Which of the following statement is correct? What did you get for number 1, Vincent? You said you did this one.
I did the wrong assignment. It's not this one. This is 2018. I was talking about 2019.
Oh, okay. Who got an answer here? Number 2, the trust bank account balance should be equal to or greater than the total of the list of balances of the trust creditor's account that you will find
I
in
also
under
got
section.
2.
Okay, 7.1, section 7.1. Okay,
sorry.
the next one. Yes.
Which assignment are we doing now?
We're on page 48, assignment 2 of semester 2.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, the following balances. Dan sal weer die mekaar nou. Let's just see. Okay. The following balances before the attorney's fees were posted to the ledger relates to BY's attorneys. Okay. What options did you give there?
Aziza, what was the answer to the previous question?
Option 2. The trust bank balance should be equal to or greater than the total of the list of balances of the trust creditors account.
Sorry, Aziza.
Yes.
I've got a question, man. When did we do assignment 1 of the second semester?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
give you those
That's fine.
answers. Okay. Number 2. Anybody get something by number 2?
I took a guess and chose number 3.
Okay, but you mustn't guess. Anybody else who didn't guess? This was exactly the same thing that I explained to you earlier in the previous tutorial. That's why you need to understand this. They would probably ask you something like this.
It looks like the answer is 3.
It looks like that, so you're not sure.
Yeah. Well, I did the calculation and it's coming up to 3. So.
Okay. So the first 12,000 rand, that amount is limited to the amount available in the client's trust creditor, right? Then you have Mrs. B, right? That amount is limited to the amount available on the client's trust creditor account before current matters. Okay? So included in this amount is the 3,000 rand, which was earmarked for another matter, right?
Yeah.
So you take the 9,000 minus the 3,000 was earmarked, and it's the 6,000. So 12 plus 6 is 18,000, right? Then the third amount, the amount cannot be transferred more than the debit balance on the client's account. Okay. And then how did you get the 20,000? Oh,
because you can claim 7,000 there because it's 10,000 balance.
I was calculating that.
So that gives me 25.
25, yeah. So 12 plus 6 plus 7 is the 25,000. Everybody with us on there? Everybody understand? Did only one person, 2 people get it right? One person guessed, that doesn't count.
For me, we did this one, the previous one, but I'm still trying to make sense of how we come to that. To this, because I'm looking at,
I'm also a bit lost, Aziza.
yeah,
You see this multiple choice, no? We have to now actually go back, and I think that's why I didn't want to do all the people. Everybody wanted multiple choice answers today. Everybody was just hassling for multiple choice answers. The problem is our mailbox was full for multiple choice. The problem is that we can give you the answer, but the thing is, if you know how to do the question,
yes, then
it helps you better with the multiple choice. Yes. Now I see that people don't understand the transfer processes and that kind of stuff. That's why I'm not going to do all the multiple choice now. I'm going to go back now to questions in the 2018-2019 question papers. Then maybe you'll understand it better there if we do it from there and then go back to multiple choice again, the balance tomorrow.
Possibly.
Because multiple choice only works if you know your answers, if you know your work.
If you understand the question, what it you need to do. Right now, we don't understand what we are supposed to do. The answers are there. They're easy, but you need to know what to do, what you are doing.
Yes, there's 2 challenges here with you people. Some don't know it, and some are reading it wrong, or maybe understanding the questions wrong. So that's the 2 challenges that I picked up here.
I understand the one like this question too. I understand it fairly easily. You just have to remember that the client's account must have a credit balance. If they have debit, you can't take from it. But I'm getting confused with like number 3 when they start adding the normal client's account instead of just the trust creditors accounts.
Number
So
3.
I'm confused with like number 3. Like, yeah, the next one.
Next question. Oh, okay. 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 Okay, but yeah, I think that we should. Do you think we should stop on this and then go to question papers first and then come back to this multiple choice type stuff, so that maybe you can work on it tomorrow again, and maybe your answers could change. What do you want to do? Because I think that on assignment 1, people are getting the stuff right because assignment 1 is easy. But now that it's coming to assignment 2, I've noticed that everybody's like, okay, they don't know it really.
Yeah. As
What
is
do people think?
the transfer from the trust to the business, that's a bit tricky in multiple choice form.
You see, now what I've noticed is all of it follows this format. So you just now need to know what can you transfer and what can't you transfer.
Okay.
If you look at all your multiple choice, they put it in this type of block format. They're just changing Mr. Hadi to Mr. Buddy and Mr. B to Mr. D. You know, and then they're just putting the amounts differently. This is now the first one that I see it was an earmarked amount. But this is as much as they can ask. But the problem is, I think also that when it comes to also the turn assignment, I see that people are getting very confused with this assignment too. Because the highest in the class looked like was 7 now out of 15. And that is when you did it under no pressure at home.
Yes.
So do you think, are you in agreement? Let's stop just here. We do question some 2019 question papers. We work through that. And then we can work from there.
If we have majority consensus, I say yes.
The rest of the class, what do you think? Now that we're taking a U-turn now.
Yes, Aziz.
That is 2 votes.
I'm alright with it.
Okay.
If we see everything being worked out, it will make a bit more sense on our side.
Yeah. You see, I was just scared that tomorrow you also study this and then they swap the accounts around. Maybe they put clients by creditors ledger and creditors ledger by client. And you can study it also like that, man. You know, let's just do.
Like, because there are certain things
we can do.
There are certain things like I know, for instance, when once I hear that trust, I know that money cannot be put together with a business. That I know. Once I hear that fees, I know the fees. I'm not gonna put it in a payments. That is, I look out for those. What we need, you need to know what they are asking. So whatever, no matter how they phrase it, as long as you know, because the workout principles are the same. But now the problem here, like one of the lady there explained, she understood everything, but I did not want to keep everybody back when we did it in the other assignment. But it's the same thing. I could not understand how we are getting to the answers. I took the answers, I wrote them down, but in exams, they are not good to me because I don't understand how to arrive to that conclusion.
Yeah. Okay. The 2018-2019, that is most part of your study material. But for those that didn't upload it, I've sent it now on WhatsApp as well. So you can either check it out on. I asked everybody basically to complete the 2018-2019 question papers as well. Is there people that did complete it? And I've noticed also that there's people that's losing the easy marks. And the difficult marks they're still not getting. That's now the problem also. Your easy marks you must take. And your easy marks is from your bank recon. Your easy marks is from your assets equal equity. the counting equation. Remember, they're probably going to break it down 60 divided by 9 chapters. So they're probably going to take maybe 8, 9, 10, 11 marks per chapter, you know. So you need to know the easy stuff also. It's going to be a balance of everything. So if you can score your 10 marks on your counting equation, getting that stuff 100% right, you can score your marks on your bank recon and that kind of stuff. You see. Okay, does everybody have this paper? Can we go through the whole paper from front to back?
Is it the exams?
Yeah, the 2019 October, November paper. I've also sent a copy now. Okay. I just want to fix my screen here quickly. Make it big for you people. Just give it there. 18. And then view. Give me 1 second because I just want to make the screen bigger. Not enough system resource to display. What is going on with this laptop here? Oh my word, why doesn't Excel want to work? Just hold on. Let me just see if I can open
Aziza?
another file here. Yes.
I think for me, it's Ruben speaking. When I'm going through this multiple choice, it's difficult for not difficult. Specifically, those ones we had some difficulty with that question, second questions with the balances and all that. You've teach us to do things. To you have a view of everything. You do the general ledger. You do the business cash receipt, business payment, and then we go to the fees journal, the general journals, and once you have all that, you see a whole picture. For me, with the multiple choice, you have snapshots, pieces of.
That's the thing that I said, yes.
Yes, that I think that is the biggest challenge for me now with the tutorials, because I didn't see the whole picture because you taught us to see the whole picture, how things fit in. Yeah, I think I just need to work on that for me.
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge that we have right now, the multiple choice. Because you can't see when you're making a mistake. You remember when you were doing a bank recon, you could see if it's going to balance, or you know, if you had 1 or 2 outstanding, you could see. I'm now worried about this Excel now that doesn't want to work. Don't know what's going on here. There's not enough memory to open up Excel. So that's the problem, the biggest challenge now that we have here. But we just need to make it work, man. We just need to do what we know, and multiple choice, you need to just go back on Saturday again. Just give me a second, let me just ask. I just want to see what is going on here. Listen, I think I'm going to have to change laptops quickly. So I'm just going to connect to our other laptop quickly and then rejoin. That's okay. Because this one doesn't want to display Excel. Let me just see if Word will work. But Word is so terrible. Before I'm okay. Maybe we can type in Word quickly. Nothing want to open here. Here's Word opening. Okay, just let's see. Maybe Word can open. Is that for me? Let's just stop sharing here and see if this is gonna work. What is going on here? Okay, do me a favor. While this whole thing is just loading here and taking it over its own sweet time, there's something wrong with the memory on this laptop now. Okay, we don't have to write this one out. Okay, I don't have to give it to you so that you can see it. The first question. Does everybody have that first question in front of them? Are you people still there?
Yes, Azita, we are.
Okay. Just give me a sec. Wie is dit gaan? Die laptop is gevries. Dat moet ik dat doen. Anyway, okay. The following transactions, okay, relate to the accounting records of Langer attorneys for September 2019. Okay, the legal practice is not registered as a VAT vendor. So you need to we need to discuss now the transaction entered into by Langer. So the owner, Mr. Langer, made a capital contribution to the business, being 15,000 in cash and a business computer valued at 6,500. So what would the entries be there? Account to be debited, account to be credited.
Account to be debited is the bank account, and then you'll say plus 15,000 rand in assets. And then account to be credited is the capital account, which is your equity, plus 15,000.
Does everybody agree with her? Is she right or wrong?
She's right.
I think she's wrong. Can somebody tell me why she's wrong? Small mistake. She said bank account, not business bank account. They're not going to give you a mark for this.
Okay.
Okay, so don't make that mistake again. But okay, it's multiple choice. They'll probably give it to your business bank account. Okay, they issued a check for 500 rand from petty cash. Close.
It's also just one question. With regards to the computer that was also
yes.
What doesn't that also include our equipment?
Yes.
Must we reflect that also to say that our equipment, debit the equipment, would that be incorrect?
You're gonna debit your equipment, and what is the other contra account?
Your capital.
Yes, for the 6.5. Okay.
Yeah.
The next one, they issued a petty cash. Check for 500 for petty cash float.
It would credit on your business bank account, and it would debit in your petty cash account.
It will debit your petty cash and credit your
business bank account.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. The next one, paid monthly short-term insurance of Langer attorneys with a business check.
Debit insurance and credit bank.
Yes. With the 1,800.
Aziza, do you have to say insurance or expense? What's the correct wording?
Your short-term insurance. You're gonna write the short-term insurance with the given name. They didn't give a name, and then you're gonna credit business bank. Okay. The next one, number 11, issued a debit note for 2.5 to a Sharumi, a client in respect of fees for services rendered.
Is it perhaps you debit your trade receivables and then you credit your sales?
Why Sales.
Because it's an income, future income.
You're gonna debit your plan control, A Sharume, whatever his surname is. Okay. And then you're gonna credit why sales?
Sales, yeah.
A legal practice doesn't make sales.
Income.
Just rendered.
Fees.
Good.
Is it fees? It's fees. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Number 22. Oh, no, sorry, number 17. Issued a check for 1,700 to Techno Wholesalers Business Creditor to settle the outstanding amount for office printers purchased on credit.
This one will credit your business bank account with 1,700 for the payment, and it will debit your trade payables account.
Slash?
Trade receivables.
No, slash? No, slash? Techno Wholesalers, right? Techno Wholesalers. Remember, a business has 100 or 200 business trade receivables or trade payables or whatever. So you have to specify also if they give it to you. Like here they give us Techno Wholesalers. Okay, the next one. Pay the annual membership fees to the Law Society with a business check for 3,920.
You will debit your your debit and say it's Law Society membership. So it's an expense.
Yeah.
And then your account to be credited is your business bank account.
Yep. Okay. Number 22, pay the annual membership fee to the Law Society with a business check. Did you people do this question? No.
We did that.
We did.
Oh, you did.
We are too Aziza.
We are too slow for what's the name?
Oh, yes. I thought maybe she got one. Pay the annual membership fees for 3,920.
Just sorry to interrupt. Can you just also show how it goes out to the equation, the assets?
Okay.
Also have that. That is also part of the transaction, I would say.
Yes. Okay, so the 3,920, what do we do with that?
I think that lady just gave the answer now.
Yeah, you'll say the 3,920. Yeah, the assets. You'll say so the business bank account which you then credited will be under assets. So minus 3,920, and then the Law Society membership will be under equity. So then it's minus 3,920.
Does everybody know why membership fees is under equity?
An expense.
Yep.
And expenses decreases your equity.
Yep. Okay, purchase a law library on credit from books, unlimited for 2,300.
The law library account would be debited because it will increase by 2,300, and that should fall under your assets. And your creditors account / books unlimited will be debited with a liability of 2,300.
They both will be pluses. Okay. Number 30, received an electronic fund of 1,350 from Estaku, a client, for a payment received on his behalf. Okay, what will we do with that?
You'll debit your business bank account. So asset will be plus 1,350, and then you'll credit your client S Chuck or whatever account, and then also under assets you'll say minus 1,350.
And plus 1,350 under assets.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, people, this laptop is not going to work now. This is too difficult for me to transfer. So, do you mind if we just continue like that, just because you did actually, most of you done it already. You don't really need to see it. You just need to confirm your answers. Is that okay? It's the best I can do now. I don't know what's happening here.
Sorry, Aziza, are we going to go through the entire question paper now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm sure most people completed it. Okay, let's move on. Question 2. Okay. The following information for the month of 30th of April relates to Calvin attorneys. So they gave us the bank Recon, right, of 31 March. They gave the prior month bank Recon. So now let me know, what did you put under subtotal in my business cash receipts journal? Which amounts went into my business cash receipts journal?
Aziza, are you referring to the balances of the business cash receipts and the balances that
All
those
the
accounts?
adjustments, all the amounts that you put under the business cash receipts journal. Anybody?
The cash receipts journal. So we have 10,062, right? That's given in number 2.
Diego, anything else that you can think of?
Just looking for my questions. 10,062, and then the credit, everything that's okay. Most of the stuff that's under 3.1 will go in the cash receipts and cash payments journal. Are we doing cash receipts only for now?
Only cash receipts for now.
Okay.
So on my one, the first transaction that I have here was drafting a will for fees for 1170. That's my first transaction on the cash receipt.
1170. Drafting a will. Where do you see that? What number is that? 1170.
3.1.
3.1.
A statement.
Okay. But that 1170, the business bank statement reflects that the following entries that do not appear. Credit deposit from a client. No, that 1170 is not in the solution, and now I'm a bit baffled because these things balance. So let's just pause that one for the time being.
Okay. I got rent for 980.
Diego, that's correct.
And then there's a 610 that was received from C Cross.
Diego.
Was there not also the 640 because it went to the wrong client and had to be brought back?
Okay,
Correction
and
of an incorrect deposit.
Correction J van X. Are you talking about that one?
Just says correction for an incorrect deposit for another client of the bank, 640.
That will only show on the bank reconciliation statement as it is a bank error. You don't do anything in your books regarding that.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? The 273 rand, J van X, the correction check 921. Where is that?
Yeah.
Has anybody got that one in?
Yeah. Did.
Okay, because it was in the... I don't know, why do I think that there's a problem with the solution that I've got here? The solution was sent to me, but the solution doesn't look right to me. I don't know why. Something... Oh, it didn't even balance here. This thing never balanced out.
Can I ask that?
Yeah, both.
Doesn't
Okay.
3
Okay, let me just read you what I have, and then I'm gonna have to get back to you because the solution is not balancing. This is the one that I've got. Now I don't know if it's typo error or what. Okay, so the first one was the subtotal of 10,062, right? Then you have the not balancing.
I didn't.
Did you get yours to balance, sir? Was your one balancing?
Yes.
I don't know if this is
In
a
the
typo.
cash receipt, you've got the subtotal. The balance you begin with is 10,062. Then you've got the donation from Gundi Preschool of 2,000.
Okay.
That you have to check 804. Then you've got the rental income of 980. Sea Cross 610. Bahari Services of 470. Then you've got the correction of Jaifana of 273.
And then you have 30.
S30 of 1280. That gives you a total of 15,675.
Okay, that's correct. That's what I have. And then on your business cash payments journal, you have a subtotal of 12,050.
Yes. Then you've got the bank fees of 277.
That's correct.
Then you've got the interest paid of 992.
Okay, that's correct.
Then you've got Schmidt, the RD check of 311.
Okay, that's correct. Then you have the
insurance 750. Then you've got the SARS transfer duty of G Graham 1140.
Okay.
And then you've got the government printers for 652.
Okay, no, it's correct. It's balancing out. I'm on the wrong page. Okay, so then your business bank account, the total cash receipt is the 15,675. And then your balance on the other side is the unfavorable balance is the 882.
Yes.
Then you add your payments of the 15,272. And then you have a carry down value of the 479.
That's correct.
Okay. Then in your bank Recon, okay, it is the 1926 on your credit side, okay? And your outstanding deposit, the deposit not credited is the 1760 on your credit side.
Yes.
Okay, I see what I was referring to. The corrections, the incorrect deposit, 1279.
On the debit, yes.
On your debit side. And then your entries not yet presented for payment, the 494, the 710, and the 1682.
Yes.
Okay. And then your balance brought down is 479. You see that 1170 is what was now changing my mind now. The 1170 was actually in the bank recon before that, a month before that. That was
Yes,
enough bank deposit not to, so it wouldn't go in anywhere here.
That's correct.
That is what was, yeah, that was what's throwing me out now because I just checked the answer now. Okay, so did everybody follow us now with how we did it? I'm gonna have to send the solutions to you people because unfortunately my laptop now is not at a crash. Did everybody follow that?
Yes,
Why
but
we put it in?
which means the recording is not going to be showing us any visuals. Just listen on the follow up on the
Yes.
sound.
It's not gonna work for me to change laptops now, man. I must
No,
change it and solve this issue.
it's fine. At this point, we work with whatever we get.
Yeah.
Nee, hy's reg. Maar kan ons seker nie wys nie dit punt.
Aziza, just a question quickly. The 640, that is under 3.1. They clearly states the business bank statement for April 20 reflect the following entries that do not appear on the business cash journals. So why do we put the 640 then in the bank recon if it's a correction?
We didn't put it in the bank recon.
Oh, okay.
We didn't put the 640 in the bank recon.
Oh, okay. And I missed that one.
Yeah, no, we didn't enter the 640 in the bank recon. You see that 640 was already in the prior month's bank recon. So that's why you're not going to re-enter it now. It was in March's bank recon. So we're not going to put it in April's again. You see? Okay, so everybody, let me just go through the business cash receipts journal. So my subtotals, we had 10,062. For Gundu preschool donation, we had a 2,000. For rental income or rental income received, we had a 980. For Krause's client control, we had 610, right? And then for the business trade payables, the R&D check, the pound, we had 470. And then the client control, the correction, that was 273. And then for S30, 1280. And that's how we got the 15,675, right? Your business cash payments journal, we had the subtotals of 12,050, right? We had our bank charges of 277 Rand, right? And then we have our interest on the unfavorable balance, right? 92 Rand interest on unfavorable balance is also just an expense, interest expense. And then we have our client control from Schmidt, okay, which was 311. Then we have Adcom insurance that went off, was 750 Rand. And then we have SARS transfer duty, which was 1140. And then we have government printers, was 652. Okay, so when we balance it out, we get the balance carried down of 479, which is on my credit side of my bank recon, right? The bank recon had a favorable amount of 1926. So we're going to put this in our bank recon on the credit side. We're going to have 1926. And my outstanding deposit is 1760, which is the credit side. The correction, I'm going to debit my correction for the incorrect deposit of 1279. And then the EFT for retro advert was 494. And check 895 for B Garner. That was for 710. That was also outstanding, not presented for payment. And check for furnished suppliers for 1682. So then a balance on 4165. 4165. Okay. Everybody got that. But you were supposed to have done this already, so it's fine if I'm gonna read it out to you. Did everybody do the last question, question 4? Let's just look at question 4 quickly. You people still there? question 4. Hello? Did I cut off or what?
We are still
We hear these
Oh, you're still here. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Let's just look at question 4. Does anybody want to explain, except the other gentleman who just answered earlier? Does anybody want to explain the first question mark, which is the collection fees? How did we get to that amount? Or actually just both collection fees? Did you people struggle with this question when you did it?
We didn't get that far.
Okay, the other students?
Aziza, what was the question again? I just looked at the other question 4.
At question 4, in that same 2019, October, November paper.
But Aziza, just remember question 4 has 2 sections. Are you talking about section A or section B?
Section
Okay.
B. Okay. That's for the correspondence. You see correspondence is 14 marks. It's like a nice balance with all the marks that you can make up. So, what would your collection fee be for Pintos versus Melbourne?
Aziza, my collection fees was 1,280. It's 10% from the 12,400.
Can somebody tell me why it's wrong? Can anybody point out why it's wrong? Anybody? Pintos versus Melbourne?
Is the collection fee not 1,000 rand?
Yes. Tell them why it's 1,000 rand.
Because it's 10% of the main collection, but it's limited to 1,000 rand for every time you collect it.
Okay, that question came up in the multiple choice earlier. Okay. All right, Boomerang versus Tabe.
The collection fee there is 780 rand.
All right. All right. The share of the fees for Pintos versus Melbourne. What is that share of the fee be?
You'll plus the fees for receiving instruction, plus your collection fees, plus the drawing up of acknowledgement of debt, and then you'll divide it by 3.
Which you got?
I didn't work it out. I didn't do this question. I'm literally just looking at it now.
I think she's wrong. Anybody else?
I think this requires time to re-look and read, because on the spot you can't get right answers. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just finish this question off for the evening, because I don't think you people did it. What questions did you do? Did you do 2018 and half of 2019. That's
I
why I
did
wanted to.
I did 2019's question 4, but I did the one on section A.
Oh, okay. Okay, we can have a look at that now. The fees for instruction was 1,000 rand. The fees for issuing summons was 1180.
I was looking at the
Right.
wrong one. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering when you come on that.
Yeah, I was looking at the second one. Sorry, the Volmerans versus Tabi.
Yeah, I'm sitting here, and where do you come on that acknowledgement of this? Okay, and then your collection fees, and then your correspondence fees.
Yes.
Okay, divided by 3.
Yes.
So you will get 3,700 divided by 3. So your share of the fees will be 1233. Am I correct?
I don't have a calculator in front of me now. I'm working for myself, but yes.
Okay, so that's what. The share of the fees for Volmerans versus Tabi. Okay, what did we use there? The fees for receiving. Guys, but now at this stage you should be able to just pull it out easy. What fees goes where? I'm getting worried.
So Iziza, if I can attempt that one.
Okay.
My share of the fees, it's 2113.
Yeah,
so that is my share.
Yeah,
just one question. That 10% from the minimum, is it always the minimum amount of fees that must be for the collection fees? If it's over,
yes.
Always.
Yes, if it's over 10,000, it will still be 1,000. Anything above 10,000 will be 1,000. Under 10,000 will be 10%.
Okay. Now I understand.
Okay.
It's better.
I'm sure they're going to ask you something like that. But remember, if they take it in installments of 10, 10, 10, then they can collect a total of 3,000. Remember that, eh? But once off, they can only collect 1,000 at a time. You with me? So it's 30,000.
So how would we know?
They would say in installments of 10, 10, 10. Like that example that we did of King, where he took installments every time, where they paid 7, 15,000, 8,000, and 7,000. So that in that case, you can claim, well, the first 15,000 was a maximum of 1,000. The next 8,000 was 800, and the next 7,000 was 700. So that's how you claim it was on installment basis.
Oh, so that is the difference between installments and once off. Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
But for every piece, it's limited to 1,000. You apply the same concept there. Okay, so he explained the share of the fees accurately. It is your 2060, the collection fees the fees for receiving instruction of 2060, the collection fees of 780, and the drawing up of acknowledgement of debt. That was the 3,500. So you get the 6,340 and you divide it by 3. Okay. All right. So now we want to know how much are you going to transfer, electronic funds transfer to yourself. So how are you going to calculate that fee?
You're going to hell, I don't want to say that wrong now. You're going to take the main collection fee, which let's say Pintos versus Melbourne, and then you're going to minus your share of the fee. I think.
No, you're going to minus all your expenses. All your expenses, and you're going to minus the expenses if it's 1,000 rand.
Yes.
The 1,180, the 180, the 1,000, the 2,200, and the 520.
Yes.
So then you're going to get,
yes.
right? But what are you going to add with it? Your 1,233 rand. Right? So basically, you see the two columns. So on the one side is 12,400 plus 1253, and you minus all the other stuff. So in the credit, let's just call it the debit and the credit column. You're going to add the ones in the credit column, and in the debit column, you're going to subtract it. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to get 7,500. Yeah, both.
So that is the amounts that we must now get in the general journal.
Yes.
Extracting all that amount.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and the 7,800, you're going to do the same. You're going to add the 2,113, right? And then you minus the 6,460, which is you're going to minus the 2,060, the 780, the 150, and the 3,500, and you're going to get 3,400. So then you plus the two together, and you're going to get 10,976. So that's how they got to the total transfer. All right. This question wasn't too difficult. It was actually very straightforward. So let's just look at question 4. You're saying that should be question 4A. Okay. So question 4A was for minted to attorney. Okay, so let's explain. Okay, but this was similar to the example that they gave out of the study guide, eh? There was one that was similar to this. So this one shouldn't be too difficult. So what did you get in your trust bank account? What was your balance brought down?
The balance brought down, I said, was on your debits. Are you talking about the one in the beginning, the 12,220?
Yes, in your trust bank account. So you will have a balance brought down as?
Yeah, 12,220 rand.
Which is on the debit side.
On the debit side, yes.
And on your. And on your?
What do you mean, and on my?
Contra
Are you talking about the Sorry?
Remember I said when you do the trust bank and the trust creditors control, you do it together.
Oh, yes, it's a mirror image. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I did. I did my trust bank, and then literally the trust creditors control one, I just flipped it over because it's like you said in one of your lessons, it's almost 99% of the time it's like trust bank and the trust creditors control account is the mirror image of each other.
Okay. So on your trust bank, what was your trust payment equal to?
Okay, so my payments was 6,250 rand.
Which
on my credit side.
And how did you get the 6,250?
It's here by the additional information under your trust cash payments journal. So that's the 4,000 plus the 2,250 rand.
That's it. Okay, and your trust receipts?
So on my debit side, I put the receipts for 5,150 rand, and that's under my additional information, which is the 3,750 plus the 1,400.
That's
it. And then on my debit side, my was greater than on my credit. My credit side. So the balance was 12,220 plus 5,150, which gave me 17,370 rand. Yeah, which I then put on my credit side as well, and then my balance carry down was 11,120 on my credit side. And then I brought my balance down on the debit side for that same amount, 11,120 for the 1st of September.
Okay. That's it. Your fees account, what did you do in your fees account?
In my fees account, under credit, I just said the date, the 31st of August, and my details is my sundry clients, and then the amount is 7,950 rand.
Okay, so how did you get the 7,950?
It's the additional information under the fees journal. It's the 3,500 plus the 4,450 rand.
Okay. Great stuff. Do you want me to do question 3 quickly? If you have, as people attempted question 3, the other people that attempted question 3.
I didn't do question 3, but I really struggle with some of those ledger questions. So if you wouldn't mind
The
discussing.
problem is my laptop now is not responding. So it's a bit difficult now to do. I'll just run through it and then tomorrow I'll have to use the other laptop.
Perfect.
So, you know what? If you're married to a builder, your house is always half, no? Now I'm married to an IT man. My computer was super loud. Okay. So let's just run through it in my trust cash receipts journal. Okay, let me just get the question at hand also. So, question 3, let's look at question 3. It says they gave us a list of balances in my general ledger and they gave me the list in my trust creditors ledger. Where do they come on these names? Okay. And then the additional information, they said that Simoniana, right, is in the process of purchasing a business enterprise from James. The final price is still to be negotiated. They deposited an additional 40,000 being part of the estimated price. So that's the first point of entry, right? He deposited the 40,000, so I'm going to put that in my trust cash receipts journal, right? He gave a written instruction that the total amount in the trust bank invested in an interest-bearing fixed deposit account until the final settlement amount is determined. Marani attorneys invested the money at FAC Bank on behalf of Simoniani on a Section 78.2 capital A. Yeah, but we're not even getting that. Okay. So I'm wondering now if it's worth it. Okay. So what do we do with that transaction? We take the 49. Yes.
In terms of that section A that we have, can we then just say if the investment is made by the attorney, then it's 0.3, 86.3.
Okay.
If it's made by the owner or the trust creditor, then we can make it a 4 with the 95% interest.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what are we going to do with that payment now?
That payment you're going to add you're going to take that payment of 40,000 plus the balance you have of 49,100, and that's going to be in the trust cash payment journal.
That's correct. That's correct. Okay. Anything else? Anywhere else you want to put it also? Nope. On day 4, okay, the following investments were made in terms of 86 of the Legal Practice Act 28 of 2014. On the written instruction of Key Galitos, Marani attorneys invested 88,000 of the money held in trust in an interest-bearing account. Marani decided to invest 200,000 of the surplus money not immediately needed in an interest-bearing account. So what do we do with that transaction?
Do we perhaps debit the investment bank and credit the trust bank?
So which subsidiary journals will it go into?
Both transactions goes into the trust cash payment journal.
Both transactions. The 88,000 goes into the trust cash payments journal, and the 200,000 of the 86 point. What 86 is the 200,000?
86.3.
Yeah, boy. What makes you say that's an 86.3?
Because the attorney invested the surplus.
Everybody get that? Marani attorneys invested the surplus, making it the 86.3. Okay. Just remember that kind of keywords. That could also be multiple choice questions. Mr. T. Moniani and Mr. James agreed on a purchase price of 60,000 from the business enterprise, October the 2nd, and agreed Marani attorneys immediately withdrew the investment on 2nd of October. Fidex Bank deposited 97,000 into Marani's attorney's trust bank account. So what do we do with that? It's 97,000 now.
That goes into your trust cash receipts journal.
And anything else?
Do we also take the interest, the 37,000, and put it in the trust creditors, the trust cash receipts?
Trust general journal. Trust journal.
Okay.
So that's 7,900 is correct. The 97,000 minus the 89,100. So that 7,900 must be recorded in my trust journal. Okay? And it would have been gone to the legal, the 86.3. What is that? The 86.3 years. That goes to the legal fidelity fund. Am I correct there? Okay. And then, day 31, Marani attorneys withdrew the investment made on the 4th of October with Marble Bank and received 92,000, and with Investment Bank and received 220,000. The law firm also paid the interest earned on these investments. So what do we do with that? 220,000?
Debit cash receipts, trust cash receipts, the 220,000.
Anything in the trust journal?
The interest.
Yeah.
The fidelity fund, Marani attorneys, yeah. So we put the 925, oh, okay, it's 100% interest in the legal fidelity fund.
Not 100% interest, that is the 86.4. So 200 will go to the legal fidelity fund, and 3,800 will go to the trust creditors, and 4,000 you will debit the Galito's account section 86.4 at Marble Bank. Am I right? Okay. Remember, 95% will go to the trust creditor, which is Galito, and 200 Rand, which is the 5%, will go to the legal practitioner fund. Okay. Right, and then the 20,000, the balance of the 20,000, the 220 minus the 200,000, that is also interest. So where do I account for that?
So that interest is interest of 20,000. Because it's section 86.3, we take it straight to the legal fidelity. So in our trust general journal, we then debit the investment and credit the legal practice fidelity fund.
So they get the full 20,000. Okay, and where else would that 20,000 go to? Any other place? You're missing one. Where else would that go to? The gentleman? Yes.
I think after we have taken off the 5% for the legal fidelity fund, don't we give the 95% back to the trustee creditors?
Yes, but we did do that. We did, me and the lady was speaking. I think it was Alisa, not Alisa, Precious. So the trust creditor got 3,800 Rand, and the legal fidelity got 2,000. That makes up the 4,000. And the 20,000 rand, right, from section 86.3, that 20,000 goes to the general journal, and that goes to the legal fidelity fund. Am I correct?
That's
Yes.
correct, Susan.
Okay, but now there's one place that money still must go to, that 20,000. Where does that money go to? We're missing one entry.
Trust cash payment journal.
Yeah, and that is the 20,000 plus my 200 rand from my legal fidelity fund. That goes to my trust cash payments journal.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, basically, so we finished most of the paper.
So, Aziza, just to get one thing straight with these accounts, whenever we do these transfers, say we're taking 90,000 out of the trust creditors control, we never put the amounts in the trust creditors. All the changes happens in the trust bank, either trust cash receipts or trust cash payments.
Yes.
We don't. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And then the interest gets accounted for in the trust journal.
And from the trust journal, it goes to the trust cash receipts.
No. Remember, the receipts is everything that comes in. The payments is all the money that go out. The payments is normally, because remember I told you earlier that the same money I'm investing, I'm taking the same money into a different bank account, or it's called an investment bank account. But you remove it via going through the process of you're going to debit when it comes in, when it gets interest, and you want to remove it, you're going to credit that investment account, like maybe at Nedbank, and then you move it back again with your trust bank account. And when you want to remove it or to do the investment, you're going to have to take it out of the trust bank account, debit. When you're debiting it, you're going to have to remove it, and that is when you credit your trust cash payments journal, because you have to remove it.
Okay.
You understand?
Aziza, just one question. I just want clarity on the 20,000. On section 86.3, the interest that we got from the tenure, why do we take that 20,000 back to the trust cash payment journal? Because we don't take our other interest, even if it's a split between a 95 and a 5, back to the trust cash payment journal. Why is that happening? Because
you don't really take it back. You're actually just removing it from your trust cash payments, because you're going to pay the money out. You're going to pay it to the legal fidelity fund, and you're going to pay it to your trust creditors. You understand? After you made the investment, you have to then pay it out of your trust cash payments journal. Look, this money you're going to pay to the legal fidelity fund. How else will you get the money out? Only through your trust cash payments journal. Because you're paying the money to the legal fidelity fund, or to your trust creditor, or to whoever.
Oh, okay.
You with me, Ruben?
Yeah, no, it makes sounds clearing. Thank you very much for that.
Anything else? Nothing else. I wonder if our friend is on the line tonight.
Can we say good night?
Oh, Antoinette. Sorry? Yes. Okay, should we call it this? Do you want to, Antoinette, do you want to say anything?
Hi, Aziza. Hi, everyone. How are you guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, I can't hear you. Sorry, my volume is too soft. Yeah, you guys also got quite a fright yesterday because of the systems. I was a bit stressed. Can you all now log on my UNISA? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Everything is I watched it earlier. Everything is smooth sailing.
Sorry? Say again,
Everything
sorry.
is okay.
Could you guys get on the site?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we're able to get on. Our
Good,
side.
okay. Is it? And did you guys manage to get on the my exam site yet? Does FAC show? Okay, I don't know why I can't hear anything. But the Vincent, your favorite, the mock exam is on. It's uploaded. I don't know if some of you guys watch the law clinic. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, not so wonderful for me. Okay, is that me or
That is not happening.
is it better now? Which session did you watch? Yesterday or today's? Hello?
I watched today's one.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Who watched yesterday's? That was supposed to be not happening and they forgot, and yeah, it's chaos. I can just say I forgot totally. Yeah, it's my personal profile of Facebook. Yeah, so it was a bit of a situation, but yeah, at least there was something. Did you find it helpful?